And second of all, it's proof to him that he can hang with the best of the best. I know he beat Light in Miami, Game 5 with Akolo yesterday, and this, I think, is probably Sheik's best matchup of those three. So we'll see how this one shakes out, man. Should be a banger.
Well, let's see how it all starts off. I mean, you already know it's the Wario Classic. I got that frame 4 in there, and I'm about to put it to work real quick, especially on a character like Sheik. I mean, she kind of outclasses, I want to say, a good chunk of the cast in just the frame data department.
Right. I think Wario's just out of shield game is also pretty potent too, right? So you got to watch out for the nairs and how you space certain things too. But if WebbJP can play the keep away game, it does get very difficult for Glutonny to get in.
You saw him picking up the bike there by mistake, just trying to press a button. But of course, if that's there, it's going to go into your hands. So I think, Gluto's gotten a lot of opportunities off of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. WebbJP finding a lot of opportunities here right now. Corner control looking pretty good. Of course, the safety, the utility of Sheik and Nair, of course, tossing it out in the corner, trying to pin Gluto down. As you know, Wario spends a lot of time in the air, so we got to try to keep this fella grounded.
Right, yeah. I think when you're playing Sheik against these brawler-type characters, it's definitely going to be a lot easier than playing against, like, disjoints, right? But then you have to think about the frame data for Wario, too, and it's, like, not necessarily that bad.
No, it's not.
Because they are brawlers. They should have at least fast frame data.
Yeah, I want to say, like, down tilt dash attack, both frame 5 or something crazy like that. So, I mean, Wario, of course, no slouch in the strength, and, oh, my goodness, frame department, but off stage, got to figure out a way to get back towards the center of it.
Right.
Man, he picked the bike up by accident again, like 10 seconds ago, by the way, and Gluto hit him for it, so he's looking out for that. You know, he's tactically placing that, or like even hiding behind it, because basically your opponents can't hit you from the ground.
Oh gosh, not the GTA.
Wait a minute. What were you doing with it? Okay. And this time, just kind of letting the damage come to him. Like that, just holding still, using down tilt, you know. Again, physically, you're a little bit longer than Wario is.
Wow.
My goodness. But of course, a little bit lacking in the strength department. What's going on? Oh, yummy.
Ooh, I love that.
That was a really nice air dodge.
Yeah, kind of a throwback to Brawl. That was like the default get off the ledge option back then. Now that neutral air dodge has returned to its former glory, I love seeing players revert to that option.
I don't know if I like the fact that it's in its former glory.
I like seeing them use it because it's a good option, but I hate fighting it.
That's right.
What do you think about neutral air dodges?
Honestly, they're really good. Some characters are actually like have more privileged neutral air dodges than others.
Right.
Especially like a character that comes to mind is Wario, of course. Like with his air drift, it's really hard to catch him when he's just air dodging downwards because he can like switch it like last second, and it's just really hard to like follow him.
Yeah. The tracking definitely is the hardest part about playing against Wario. Like if you're not like, if you can't like catch him, you're really just waiting for him to come at you. And if you don't like track him, he's never gonna feel like he's in a threat. But wait, hold on, WebbJP.
Wait a minute.
It killed?
He said feelings aren't real. This is all facts. You are in a threat right now. Land on that top platform incorrectly if you want. It is WebbJP.
I thought it was Webb Shapiro with the facts don't care about your feelings part.
No, wait a damn minute. No,
Wait, what?
No, wait a damn minute.
How deep did you dig?
Yeah, one thing I like about Webb's play so far is how he's able to maximize his advantage state. I noticed that he makes the most out of every hit he gets. And he also tried to go for that double footstool right there. That would have been insane.
That's true. Like, if you take away Sheik's jump, she like really can't make it back, right? You need that like double jump to make that advantage to come back. Similar to Mario, right? Like, you take away that double jump, it's like, it's rough.
Yeah, after the double jump, it's just you're very limited on how you can get back to stage.
Yeah. Glutonny, of course, very well aware of that. You know, taking that jump, and of course, WebbJP just not being able to come back. But of course, I want to fix my lips to say this is still a pretty solid size lead, but what really is a lead versus the best Wario in the world? Drag down up here. What's up?
Man, such a cool combo he put together, but unfortunately just not landing the killing blow. And that is the downfall of Sheik in so many of these situations. I feel like these two characters have the exact opposite problems, right? Like, Wario can win from this position, no problem. Sheik struggles to close it out.
Oh, yeah. I think it's so interesting. I think this weekend we've seen Glutonny use bike way more liberally than ever before, right?
Yeah, I would have to say so. You know, another thing that I'm seeing a lot more from Gluto is just, you know, the patience game is starting to become a thing. Not quite, you know, utilizing the air drift that Wario's been blessed with and kind of keeping it more solid, kind of leaning back to what you talked about, the out of shield game and just how good that is with forward air and nair for Wario.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Oh my god.
Wait, now hold up.
A little game of chicken right there. Wow, and the tip of the up B actually connecting. No! Are you dead? Oh,
okay, dash attack, hold up. We at the ledge with it. You better be careful. It's the bite. Hold on.
No. Gosh, that is so scary to normal get up in that situation.
Oh, yummy. Bye.
He's dead.
No way.
Okay,
barely.
just barely.
Yeah, thank goodness.
How do you get off this ledge? Wow, with the vanish! And your stock is going to disappear as well.
Wow.
WebbJP.
Whoa.
He's so clutch with Sheik, he makes it feel like she almost doesn't struggle in those last hit situations.
Too many
sometimes.
heart attack situations. Like WebbJP is so strong. He does cardio for sure. Like
Without question.
You
Bro,
have to.
don't drink a Panera lemonade before you watch this guy play. That's all I gotta say.
But I'm a part of the sip club, Max.
Yo, me too, man. You know how many of those I've drank, bro? I'll be dead by 40.
No, not this skin.
Just like I'm fighting Wario, I'm dying at 40.
True.
Yeah.
Jeez, diamond cutters.
Yeah, that was insane. Yeah, WebbJP, of course, to start out that match really strong. You know, we talked about the importance of the two different, like, sort of play styles Wario and Sheik has. I know they kind of suffer from two very different things. You know, Wario, of course, no issue in the closing department. Has strength for days, can match a lot of speedy characters in the framed data department, but Sheik struggles to close out.
Right.
You ask JP about that, though. WebbJP's going to be like, I don't know what y'all talking about.
True. I don't know how he stays so calm, too. Like, you're in these tight situations, and you have to really be good at that, like, macro game and, like, being able to, like, track, like I said earlier, like, tracking Gluto is hard. And one misstep, like, could really kill you, especially against a player like Gluto.
Yeah. And I think Gluto just kind of showed his hand at the end, was like, you know, I'm just going to start playing out of shield because Sheik is going to start getting really aggressive with me. You know, a lot of forward airs on shield, a lot of, you know, approaching theirs. I should be okay. WebbJP said absolutely not. But game number 2 here is upon us. Curious to see what this one's going to bring us.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah, I like Battlefield for Sheik a lot, honestly. I'm kind of surprised that Gluto is counterpicking here. But I don't know, maybe he's looking for the bites on the platform, something like that.
Yeah, whenever I do see Gluto counterpick, it actually just never makes sense to me. Like it never does.
I think he picked Battlefield just to like have more space to run away from Sheik, because on small Battlefield, it's like you're very limited to like where you can actually go between the two platforms. And if you land on platform, you're in like an up smash to like and
that's
I
a
feel
good
like
point.
he's gonna use that top platform to really just start landing there more, so that way Sheik can't really like punch you.
Right, that's
Word.
true. That's true.
Word.
And the boundaries of the stage might just exacerbate her problems killing, right?
Okay, Gluto really does know how to use that top platform.
I'd never get tired of that neither. Like, you know, a player gets you on that top platform, they just bait the air dodge, just do whatever they want.
Right.
Reminds me of was it Showdown back in the day? Remember, it was like Leo versus Mr. R did the same thing, bait the air dodge, tip up smash, done, you know?
I was going to say, like, I feel like in this game especially, people are way more cognizant of the platforms and how to utilize it, right? Like before in previous games, people were like, oh, platform, I just shark under it. But now people are landing on it and using it way more, like, aggressively.
All right.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I like the reverse needles.
Oh, no way!
The double raindrop?
Oh, my goodness. WebbJP. Go ahead and bookmark that website right there. Tipper up smash again. My God.
Was he in this hotel room practicing combos against Wario?
Maybe.
That works on everybody.
True. But I feel like
we serve everybody.
Yeah. I feel like you have to know like these random like percentages and like how to fast fall against like certain characters too. Like as Sheik, it's not as like easy as WebbJP makes it look.
Stuck on the ledge, but Gluto unable to defend himself. The forward air is just so fast. Sheik's normals really do a number on Wario, I'd say. Especially back in Smash 4, and this character was not very good.
Right.
You saw him struggle in this matchup a lot. That comeback factor is really going to be Gluto's calling card here. Well, whoa. He just gave him that for free.
Gave him that for free. I always love Gluto in the corner, you know, whether it's like down tilt dash attack or something as simple as like it's a retreating nair at the ledge, like just the mindset you have to do with the character as you know, kind of squirrely as Sheik. I mean, it just really kind of speaks to WebbJP's gameplay.
Yeah, I say this. I've been saying this weekend too. Is like I don't think people give Gluto enough credit for how good he is at the ledge.
Yes.
Like his ledge trapping is where he gets his kills.
Didn't we just see this at Rewired Fest? It was Gluto versus, was it Light, if I'm not mistaken? Or
yeah,
Light
I think so.
I think it was Light. He played really good against Light at the ledge. Granted, of course, that's Fox. You know, they're going to just struggle in the corner sometimes. But, you know, Gluto played out of their mind.
Yeah, Sheik, even with all her mobility options, still can struggle to get back on the stage. You got the bike being thrown up to worry about. Bite can catch you for ledge jump and neutral get up.
Oh, okay. If that second hit connected though, everyone's living on dreams this weekend.
Okay, yeah, get that. Whoa, what did the bike just move up? Wait a minute.
Where did it go? That's not how the bike's supposed to move at all.
My God. Okay, bike is out the picture for a little while longer, of course. WebbJP trying to alleviate right now, backing off a little bit, playing safe. Whoa, now you know the hands is disjointed. Come on, man. Stop playing with me.
I'm surprised that wasn't a true comp or an actual punish out of shield. Down air being not as negative as I thought.
Yeah.
Gluto is so good at playing at these like percents too, right? Where he knows like one straight hit can lead to like a kill, and he doesn't really like, he doesn't force anything else other than like, this is my win condition, I'm gonna play my best to it. Hey, okay.
Is starting to run out of time to combo into the WAP though, because up tilt might even send you too far unless it's the weak hit. Neutral air and up air certainly don't do it.
Oh, the last minute cross-up was insane.
Whoa. WebbJP. He's not one of us.
For real, that drift, like you said, Karama, just right through. Oh my god. Otherwise, Wario was living for at least another 20-30%.
Yeah, I for sure got crossed up there.
Yeah, without question. Wow, great stuff right here for WebbJP, of course. Let's take a peek at these replays. Of course, the corner gameplay is always super duper dominant. Falling up air.
That's just so uncharacteristic from like him,
okay,
right?
Thank you for taking the words right out of my mouth. I was like, he usually lands stuff like that.
Yeah, Gluto maybe starting to feel the heat. He's like, man, I just got to let this rip right now. You know, when you're nervous and you bump in there, can't hold it in.
Yeah,
you should see me on Tinder dates, man. I'm telling you. I said, oh my God.
Getting the butterflies and you're not sure which kind of butterflies they are.
Right. I said,
Honestly,
no, that was you.
I will say though, I did like the WAP idea mostly because it was like there's a potential shield break right there, and if he was still holding shield, he could not have punished that at all. Like Gluto would have like jumped away from it or A-dodge from it, but because Webb rolled past it and didn't get hit by it at all, he was able to actually just catch him and kill him off.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, you need that shield stun. Like it didn't really connect in that way.
Man, can we talk about the fact that Webb might just 3-0 Gluto?
That'd be insane.
Almost reverse 3-0 to Huckalo yesterday. Like, is this guy one of the best players?
I would have to hard agree with that. I'd have to hard agree.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a hard steal, right? Like, he's playing Sheik. This character is the, like, we see too many times where Sheik just, like, has a lead and just, like, dies, but WebbJP hasn't been really, like, giving that up.
Yo. Uh-oh. Okay, a little early on the F smash. I like that. One of the rare times you see a player do a get-up attack, especially in the corner. Whoa, hold up. Oh, get off me.
Yeah. I do think, like, if you're playing against, like, Sheik, she doesn't really have that many tools to, like, avoid getting parried, right? Like,
her approach options are very telegraphed and almost, dare I say, kind of linear. Just even despite, like, how safe they are, it's like, I know nair or forward air is coming.
Right, yeah. That's what, like, she has to mix up with, like, fair or tomahawk, right? Or even just, like, the latest nair in the world.
That's right. Tomahawking is such a risky thing to do versus Wario because if you miss or anything, I mean, it's like, it's up tilt city or grab down throw something, so.
I just want to see a spot dodge waft again. People are not degenerate enough. Like, come on. Spot dodge waft.
Snorlax said, I need to see it today.
Yeah.
Gluto likes holding on to it as long as he possibly can, but also, he turned this right around. Comebacks are this guy's specialty, with or without WAP. Even if the character didn't have a mechanic that lent itself to that, Gluto still has that iron will, bro. You can't break this guy.
And it's got to the spot where I feel like WebbJP just did not want to be in. You know, a spot where Gluto has not only the percent lead, but a whole stock lead. And kind of going back to what we talked about before, the approach options are very good, you know, in terms of like frame data and utility, but very linear.
Whoa,
and you know you have to approach from the air.
Oh, is Gluto doing to that bike?
Is it bike game? Get it out of here.
Go slide the whip.
Someone was riding that thing.
Talk about gas, brake, dip. We are in NorCal.
Yeah. Bay Area, baby.
Yeah, that's like your guys' national anthem out here. Isn't it an E40 song?
I hate that you know that.
All right. Is like a music historian, bro.
I feel like all set we've seen, like, usually the thing is, like, Sheik just struggles to kill. And that hasn't been the case for Webb. But I feel like now it's starting to be different because Gluto now has a lead to work with. So Webb is the one approaching now. It's not Gluto just giving him like openings.
Right, yeah. I mean, we saw all that bike play, right? Like, Webb did not hold forward at all. He was like, he was literally watching Gluto move the bike around. Like, what are you doing, brother?
Oh!
Wow.
Okay.
It's going to kill straight up.
That's right. Figuratively and literally. Wow. Yeah, it's bike gang over here. Gluto getting busy right now. And, you know, again, Gluto in the corner, very, very dangerous. You know, whether it's down tilt dash attack, whether it's, I guess, bike up underneath the platform. I mean, he really has all options covered on a character as quick as Sheik, mind you.
Yeah, I do think Sheik does like Battlefield, right?
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, yeah.
Yeah, it's stage. I mean, just like the platforms and the raindrops that we saw earlier. And the fact, like, oh
my
wait,
God.
okay,
What
I
are
thought that was
hitboxes?
it. I thought that was it.
Yeah.
Yo, can I say something insane? I think Webb should run off the stage and go next. I'm not joking. Like, you shouldn't give more time for Gluto to realize how you play.
Yeah,
as soon as it was 2 stocks to 1 with a full WAP, I would have SD'd, unironically.
Well, I mean, this is Webb, right? He's hard to steal, right?
I mean, it's also Sheik versus Wario, and it's also Gluto.
That's right.
There's so many factors to it.
This heart is still looking more like heart of glass right now. This ain't looking good here. Things starting to kind of fall apart right here.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh, yeah. It's bite gang.
Oh, jeez.
We go, uh-oh. Hold on.
It's just like almost statistically impossible to win this match.
I don't understand Gluto's thought process. Like, why is he riding around like that?
I mean, but how is Webb gonna catch him though? Like you just saw, he only got a fair out of that.
Yeah, true. I mean, he's not gonna kill, right? All right.
Yep, and there it is. So we've seen the tomahawk grab, and then it almost looked like that was the beginning animation of back here, but you hit a certain point in time in the match where it's like, I can even just start trading at this point.
Right.
I mean, you can always trade with Sheik technically, but especially, you know, when the percent speak to your favor, so.
I think we're also not really seeing Gluto look for parries in general, right? It's kind of like just accepting, okay, you hit me on shield with fair, like, even if you parry, what is he gonna do, right? So he just accepts the fact, like, you hit my shield, if you land, I'm gonna spot dodge, like, we're gonna play this rock, paper, scissors game, pretty much.
That's right.
All right, Gluto gets himself on the board, and especially after the way that the first stock went, I'm shocked that he pulled it back, but all this guy needs is a little bit momentum to get rolling.
That's right. Very well aware of that. You know, Gluto, of course, looking virtually unscathed as always. You know, that's one thing I will give Gluto. You know, he's not one of those players that wears his emotions on his sleeve. Even when he's down, he's like still focused. You know what I'm saying? Still the Wario AI bot that he is. You know, he's just locked in, ready for termination. So
you say that about Gluto? I think Webb is the same way, right?
Yeah, I was about to say,
he's so just locked in.
I saw him right after he lost to Akalo last night, and he had no expression on. He didn't care. Yeah, and I talked to him too because he looked so chill. I was like, okay, like I'll actually talk to him. It's like, hey man, like, you know, don't get discouraged, whatever. It's like, yeah, it's cool, like, it's whatever.
I mean, I guess that's kind of the mentality you have to have when you play Sheik at professional talent, top professional talent. You know, so it's like, hey,
actually has to.
You know, sometimes I'm winning, and then I'm winning till I'm not. So it happens.
Wait,
not
like,
a character for chokers.
Are you pretty close with Webb, Max?
Not really, but like we're homies for sure.
Do you know if his hands ever shake like after sets and stuff like that? You know how like people get mad nervous and their hands are shaking?
Definitely don't know if they do.
He doesn't look like he's that kind of guy. Like to
Certainly
ever have
not.
that.
Yeah, he's cool as a cucumber for sure.
I mean, again, to play a character with this much precision, you kind of have to have nerves still. The execution window, I mean, has to be, you know, little to absolutely nothing. And right now, I mean, still starting off this match really strong. Very reminiscent of what we've seen in game number 1 and game number 2. Of course, Gluto trying to meet WebbJP, I feel like in the air a little bit more, and just getting stuffed out a little bit against Sheik a little quicker, but, you know, sooner or later we got to throw finesse out the window and just start throwing our weight around. That's something Wario's really good at.
Right. Just that, why does this character move so fast?
Ooh, nair into, ooh, my God, or excuse me, forward air into standing jab.
No shot.
Gluto, you're a savage.
If that was rude.
If that was on a character with any worse recovery, it was curtains. But man, Webb gonna find the up smash. Looking really good here. I mean, he gets that first 100%, no problem, every game. It's just a matter of whether or not he can start things off with a stock lead. And then now we're gonna see that potentially snowball into a lot more.
Isn't that so funny? Sheik is just lethal at the ledge. You're ledge trapping her, and she was like, nah, you're dead.
That's right. Actually, yeah. It's not going down like that. It was like we almost seen like the beginning frames of F-tilt from Gluto in the corner to another patented Wario option just in terms of, you know, edge guarding. Oh my goodness, but there is the one right there, the big shoulder, the dash attack. You're out of here.
Well, the little bit of a safety net too, like the down tilt before, just to make sure like, okay, I got the hit, let me just do this dash attack right here.
That's right. I've also seen at times down tilt kind of come back to bites, like where you'll get the down tilt, but then you'll get like the whack hit of dash attack.
Right,
you know?
yeah. But I think against Sheik, like a fast faller, it doesn't like it doesn't really matter too much. Usually against the floaties, you're like, oh, I don't know if that's gonna work.
Okay.
Maintaining this lead, yeah.
Using Needle Gang right here, Acupuncture City.
I was for sure that he was gonna die, but somehow finds it. Anyway, Gluto turning things around, but he's gonna have to wait a whole 2 minutes for that waft. I feel like it'll come into play toward the end of his last stock.
Was that true?
Yeah.
It felt true.
Yeah, I felt like he had just like a microsecond like delay on that waft, which is surprising because like Gluto has been letting it rip pretty early, right?
Oh, early on the up smash. And this right here is where Gluto is at their most comfortable, I feel. Not only just with the lead, but knowing now I don't have to worry about, again, being out-buttoned by Sheik. Even if we hit each other at the same time, I'll take all that damage.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and it's looking anything but good right now here on WebbJP's behalf. Matt's starting to spiral out of control. The back airs are here.
Yeah, really starting to see the wind come out of his sails. Gluto, I mean, how many reverse 3-0s has this guy pulled off in his time?
He jabbed there?
The jab, okay, jab is quick enough to bust up down tilt dash attack. We'll take
he up smash there?
Wow.
What are these players on?
Dude,
Red Bull.
Webb started so hot in
power
that
up.
game, and it just doesn't face Gluto. Even after he was down 0-2, he looked so sure of himself. He was like, yeah, I'm still locked in. I'm still ready to go. And you could see why. That
Courtesy
was,
of these replays, yeah, man. But shout out to Lord Devin, of course, on the 1s and 2s.
That footstool is gnarly.
Yeah, that wasn't nothing nice. That was a message sender right here. Like, we are going to game 5. Just in case you didn't know, it's happening.
I'm surprised Sheik made it back in that angle too, right? Like, that felt so far away.
It almost felt just out of range enough, yo. Oh, I love
God,
that.
yeah, this
top
stock was
platform
nuts.
Gluto is crazy.
Oh yeah, that for sure was true.
I'm surprised he got the strong hitbox, too. It looked like he hit with the Wario's body hitbox.
Yeah, that's why I was second guessing that at first, but that was good.
I guess maybe like the very beginning of him jumping up into the air with the waft is still just as strong as the cloud itself, or that hitbox is that big.
Yeah, I think the initial hitbox is just gigantic.
Yeah.
All right.
We are sharking.
Webb, can you deliver on this set?
Oh,
Once
man.
again, game 5 with a top 5 player.
The Smash 4 Sheik doing the fair trains, bringing it back.
Thanks,
Hey.
I hate it. I play Link in Smash 4, so like
Oh
anything
my
Sheik related,
gosh.
it was just like no.
7-frame jump squat.
Yeah, it stank. Not a fan. Link is much better now. Minus not having tether grab. I think that's, I don't know, kind of working against him.
We do need to bring that back.
I don't know.
Thank you. What do you mean?
I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it because like I feel like in this game like tether grabs like pretty ridiculous because like they normalize a lot of the grabs and so you whiff a grab it's bad, but like usually traditionally tether grabs are bad, right?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, barely out of range for that back air. Webb able to get the whiff punished, but as these percents trail on, things will get worse for him. You need to finish your plate. Webb is starting to be at that percent where he's going to explode to a straight hit.
Okay. Back to the ledge we go. Gluto at their most potent right now in the corner. We're seeing these fall away back airs, turn around F tilt. Of course, these are just, you know, kind of the calling cards in Wario's neutral when they have you pinned down into the corner. But what even really is being pinned down when you're Sheik? Hold on. We get through those. Close your mouth.
Way. You had time to think about it and everything. Maybe he thought Wario would close his mouth, put the hitbox away, but Gluto's going to hold that for as long as possible.
Yeah, and usually from Webb we see like amazing reversals at the ledge too. It's funny to see him like get tripped up by a command grab at the ledge.
Oh, yeah, another narrative shit. I got you pinned down. Shoes on the other foot right now. And now we're just trading. It's cool.
The air-to-air from Gluto, so strong. I mean, Wario just being so mobile, having these great moves to throw out. It feels like she doesn't want to take any trades either.
No, she cannot.
Right, yeah.
And again, there's a lot of these the standing, you know, aerials. I mean, again, on other characters, other players, it might be a thing, but right now we're in a deficit. Nobody's walking into that.
I like the way Webb is playing though. Not afraid to throw out the buttons though. Still pressing him. I need to like find this confirm and not doing it too unsafe too. Like I think I've talked to other players and I don't know if you can attest to this, Karama, is that like WebbJP is pretty annoying to like work around, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Because the way how like Webb plays is he throws a lot of like hitboxes in safe areas, and since Sheik is so fast, she can like she has time to like get away from like disadvantage basically.
That's right.
And like even just trying to, because Webb is very slippery. I noticed like he's very good at like finding his way to like avoid your hitboxes and just hit you for it.
Right. It's like two of the same people playing against each other, Gluto and WebbJP, because Gluto is also super slippery.
Yeah, these are two of the most mobile characters. Sheik, though, I mean, on the ground and in the air. Need to see that mobility in full effect to make a comeback like this happen.
Hard agree. I almost wonder what are Sheik's landing frames on up special, because I'm noticing that WebbJP, as opposed to going for a high recovery, which theoretically you don't ever want to do, but it doesn't hurt to mix it up every so often, especially versus a character like Wario who really wants you in the corner, you know what I mean? Like always electing to go to the corner, but you've taken so much, you know, just damage because of that.
Look, if melee players can do it, we can too, right?
There's definitely a certain window where she lands with no lag, or very little lag, but you have to be pretty precise. If he's already forced into a low recovery, like then you'll get the sloppy landing if you choose to skip the ledge.
You know what it is? It's because like Gluto. Oh wait,
there we go.
Nice. Wait, we got a game. We got a game.
Hold on, friends.
Game 5, baby.
And suddenly when your percents are this high, like Webb's are right now, you don't really have to worry too much about waft. Like you would die to a lot of different things, so it's not like a heartbreaker if you get wafted. It's obviously still an option and still something you should be looking out for, but it's not like it's gonna ruin your day to get hit by it right now.
Put the bike back in the garage. Put it up.
I think one way of or like one thing Webb should be looking for with Waft specifically is when Gluto's like landing with it, because he'll try to catch you being greedy when him landing, and he'll just throw out the Waft. And since it has super armor, just throw out a move.
No
way! Oh no, we're vibing.
The
We're
bike's not
vibing.
gonna do it yet.
Okay, but see again, another time we're in the corner, handful of needles right now.
Oh, he tried to mix it up.
Again, yeah.
I like the attempt right there. And you know what I was saying earlier too is like Gluto has been trying to two-frame the Vanish constantly. So if you go for a high recovery, you're still just gonna get hit by Gluto just swinging anyway, right? So I think that's why we haven't been seeing WebbJP really just getting on the stage with the Vanish. Gosh, that was rough to see, like a reverse 3-0 situation.
Yeah, let's take a peek right there at the replay. Yeah, I love that command grab right at the ledge. Such a scary option. Again, it's just the looming threat of that on top of, well, if they shut their mouth, then they can probably nair me really quick or try to catch a roll with up smash. So what really is Gluto thinking?
Wario and especially Gluto are lethal at the ledge. Just the fact that neutral get up and jump are immediately taken off the table, and you have a set play tool in that bike.
Wow.
The fact that he can recatch it and throw it again so quickly is kind of crazy.
And that situation was so good because you thought the bike was going to fall off of the stage, right? That's why WebbJP got up normally, but Gluto, look at that. So good. The positioning for that immediately did bite too, so you can charge Waft.
That's right.
It's a heal.
Heal a little bit.
And honestly, that wasn't even like an easy pickup on the bike either, because if you like mistime it even slightly, you just like jab the bike.
Right, right.
something
Or
like
dash
that.
attack, right?
Or
In that
dash attack,
situation.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, wow, that was definitely a heartbreaker for the reverse 3-0, but the way it all shook out in that game 5, I mean, I think Gluto just played a pretty honest game.
Sure.
Got it done the hard way.
That down air right there was so smart too. Like I know he died because of it, but you saw Gluto flicker the shield too, right? So it's kind of like
Almost felt like Gluto knew it was coming.
Yeah, like if Gluto like wasn't ready to shield again, like afterwards, he might have got hit by it and just like let that situation roll in JP's favor, and that momentum might have just swung the whole other way, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can always bet your bottom dollar that, again, a character as quick as Sheik, she's probably going to land with an aerial. She can do that versus most characters in the cast, but again, this is Wario we're talking about here, especially when your approach options are very telegraphed, like, short hop forward or short hop nair, like what we were seeing a lot of before. If we are in a high-stakes situation, and I know that you are really desperate to press that button, I'm probably going to try to play out a shield. Or, Gluto is that precise, just parry into something. So
Gluto is